This program contains subject matter, language, and descriptions of sexual violence that may be disturbing to some viewers. Viewer discretion is advised.
Kathy is a wonderful woman. She's outgoing, she's driven.
Ooh, Katrina!
We're finally here.
Hi, how are you?
She's charismatic and lively.
You look beautiful.
She's the kind of person who makes you feel like you could tackle the world.
I promise not to get drunk and stupid. How's that?
My name is Kathy. I'm 51 years old. I'm an alcoholic, and I'm addicted to crack.
Just one glass. She said, I gotta buy a bottle because they don't sell it by the glass, Audra.
So I'm drinking one for all of us. How's that?
Dear God, it's gonna be a long night. I can just feel it. It'll be one of those nights where I'm looking for you everywhere. I can just feel it.
I can feel it too.
I used to be sweet before this whole began. Now I look at the ground, I'm ashamed of who I am. I want to walk with pride.
The crack is eating her teeth. The alcohol is eating her stomach. Her kidneys and her liver's constantly infected. And the doctors told her everything is just gonna shut down. My first memories of Kathy, she's always been wild. Playing outside, chasing frogs. She loved animals and insects and stuff like that. And always gets what she wants, always.
She was a lot of fun to be with. Very outgoing, happy-go-lucky, great personality.
I come from a family of 6 children. Audra's the youngest, so I was a little bit mean to her when she was small.
At Christmas time, she would get excited because she could stuff all the Christmas light bulbs down my throat.
My mother would catch me doing it, and I'm like, I didn't do that. Yeah, I love life. I always have. My father taught me that at a really early age. Dad's always been my hero. I used to love the way he smelled. He was a roofer, and he always smelled of tar. I mean, to most people, that's a yucky smell. To me, that's my father. You know, it's the smell of love.
My dad was a very sweet man, but unfortunately was an alcoholic. They say he used to beat Mom all the time.
She would go to bingo probably 3-4 nights a week. We were being brought up by babysitters and fast food because the parents were never around.
It was not an easy childhood by any means. And then when we didn't think things could be worse, it got worse.
This man took my sister in the room, and she was screaming at the top of her lungs that he was hurting her.
She was sexually abused for a couple of years by this monster.
Yeah, I told my mother. I told my father.
My mom didn't believe her, so she never got any help.
That changed Kathy forever. I think Kathy, from that point, really probably felt alone and thought it was her against the world.
You learn very early how to survive on the streets. You're sleeping in abandoned buildings, anything not to go back home. You don't want to go back to that kind of abuse.
Her first serious relationship, unfortunately, got her pregnant. And she was 15 years old. She gave birth to twins.
2 beautiful boys.
She loved them. She loved them so much.
And then no child support from the dad. Financially, she couldn't do it.
I raised them to a certain point, and then their father took them by the time they were 5.
He took them in with the help of his mother, the twin boys' grandmother. It affected her extremely. She drank a lot to forget a lot of things that were on her mind that stressed her out.
Then is when she started to party like crazy, I think she started the drinking all the time.
She would definitely take it to a next level when it came to drinking, but she did waitressing and other jobs and saved her money. She's always been the girl that always had money for herself, always worked hard.
I backed off from the drinking, and then I turned my addiction towards working, so I became a workaholic.
Her business was so big. She was blowing everybody else out of the water.
She did very well out in Vancouver. Her success was astonishing. She was very close to being a self-made millionaire.
Kathy knows how to make a lot of money. She always did.
And I met a wonderful man. He was like my father. He had the same kind of love in him as my father had.
She had a lot of feelings for this man. I never met him personally.
He started having cancer on his tongue, and he passed away. It spread really quickly. When he died, it took a big piece away from me.
She kept on calling home, telling us she was sick. We didn't know this whole time she wasn't sick. She was abusing crack cocaine.
I started smoking crack in BC. It was starting to become a little bit of a habit, so I said, you know what? I gotta go home. Family met me at the airport with balloons. They were also happy to see me. I was so happy to see them. I bought a house, and I decided to start another business because I was generally bored.
For a while, she was doing really good. She was happy to see everybody and, you know, getting her business established again and working hard. And she would keep trying, you know, but she would keep having slips. And the more often it happened, and these slips became bigger and longer.
We found out on Friday afternoon that he had generalized cancer, had spread through his whole body. Dad died Monday evening.
I cried so much that it hurt my brain. I never saw the whole family cry. Our hero was gone.
After a little while, boom, she started binging with the drugs. And then before you know it, the bingings turned into outrageous amount of drugs.
Well, I've done a lot of things in these past couple of months, man. I party with people just for drugs. I have sex for drugs.
My sister is a crack whore. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, well, give me a couple minutes to get ready. Let me just fix my hair, and I'll call you when I'm leaving in about 5 minutes. How's that, okay? I don't know how to get out of it. I don't know how to make this snowball stop rolling. Right. Last time I did an alcohol, I got raped. So, she's checking up on me.
She went out on an out call. He beat her and he raped her. She somehow managed to grab her cell phone, and then she texted me, "Help me." So I called the police. And I just kept on calling her cell repeatedly over and over and texting her like an insane woman because I wanted to know if my sister was alive.
Based on what she tells Audra, I would say that Kathy is probably raped on an average of, I don't think it's excessive to say once a week.
Hey.
Hey, Kat.
Hey, sis.
Hey.
Hey, bro.
Hi, Kat. It's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Kat. You wanna come sit down? Let's get the hair out of here. There you go. I'm here today to let you know I love you so very much, and you know that. I'm so scared that you're gonna die. And I want to celebrate your life rather than mourning your death.
I'm here today for one reason and one reason only. I love you unconditionally. The things I have watched you go through since your addictions are now etched in my heart and my mind forever. I can no longer endure them, sis. I love you, sissy, so much.
Through the Edgewood Health Network, they have a facility in Toronto called Bellwood Health Services. It's an inpatient facility. We're gonna leave today. We're on a plane. Are you willing to go? For the sake of your siblings, for the sake of your nieces, but more importantly, for the sake of yourself?
If I go anywhere, I want to get stoned first.
We're not gonna get stoned.
Huh?
We're not gonna get stoned.
Can I just go outside and have a smoke and think about this?
Why don't you and I go have a smoke? Is that cool? Shall we? We'll go with it. It's okay.
I'm not happy about this, man. I don't know if I want to get better.
I don't know, guys. I don't know if she's gonna go today now. I thought this whole
I know.
time for sure she was gonna go now.
Doesn't look like she's going.
No, I don't think she's gonna go.
And I can't just do it like that.
You can.
I can't.
You can.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. I will be with you. I will talk you through it. We will get through it.
No.
It's okay to be scared.
I don't know where to stop the
I know, but that's why we're not going for 2 days or detox only. We're gonna go and get long-term treatment. It's the only way to get off this stuff. The choice has to be yours, though. So, Kathy, you're willing to go?
You gonna go?
I'll go. I'll go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ready.
Yeah.
Let it go.
You can't. No, you can't.